Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Let's start with the introduction of the ACCA foundation course, RQF level 4, business and technology. So as we can see that this paper has two names, BT and FBT. There is a difference in the name, but both of them have the same course, same MCQs, and the same paper exam format. So let's just not get confused with the name of the paper and let's move on to understand what this course is all about. As we can see that this syllabus and study guide is from September 21 to August 2022. So it is valid in our current period. Sir, what will happen after August 2022? There are minor changes to the exam, not major ones, so we do not need to worry as the course will remain the same. So let's move on and see the contents. So as you can see, there are 13 contents and we will see each of them ahead. So the intellectual level. So here it's not telling you about the paper intellectual level or the learning hours, the qualification structure. It's telling you about how ACCA, if you can see that these qualifications are designed to broaden and deepen your knowledge and skills. So they will help you to understand the business environment and everything all. So as you step ahead in your professional career, you would be familiar with the business environment. So moving on, if we see that the qualification structure, that after giving these papers, business and technology, management accounting, financial accounting, and this is one of the courses of ACCA Foundations in Professionalism, you will be awarded an ACCA diploma in accounting and business. So you need to pass all three of them plus this foundation course. So we are studying business and technology at the moment. So we will see what lies ahead in this course. And as we can see the guide. So every paper of the ACCA is of contains 100% compulsory questions and the passing marks is 50% marks. So you just need 50 out of 100 marks to pass an ACCA paper. There is no grading system. If you are passing above 50, you will get marks, and below 50, you will be also shown your marks. But 50 is the passing ratio. So moving on, as we can see that how this course is linked with other exams. So here it's mentioning that it's linked with strategic business leadership. So after your foundations F1 till F9, then there are two compulsory papers. SBL, Strategic Business Leadership, and SBR, Strategic Business Reporting. After that, you need to give two optional papers out of 4 optional papers. So we will study them in later onwards, but here this course will lay your foundation for SBL. So now approach to examining the syllabus. So here is saying that section A contain 32 marks objective questions, 16 1-mark objective questions. Section B will contain 6 4-mark multitask questions, each of which will examine one of the 6 main sections of the syllabus. So if I can say that section A contains 32 marks questions. So these are MCQs, so 60 marks. And there will be 4 options for each of the MCQs. Then there will be 16 1-mark questions, so 16 marks. So, and there will be 2 to 3 options for these questions, making a total of 76 marks. Then section B will contain 6 MTQ, which we have seen that these are multi-task questions. These will be difficult ones, and each of them will have 4 marks. So equal of 24 marks. Therefore, 100 marks course. And how much marks do you need? 50 marks to pass. So if you can take the 50 marks from here, 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 anywhere, you just need these marks to pass. So now moving ahead to the course outline. So as you can see that it's already marked. So I will explain it again. And so let's move on and explain you. So part A of the course, it contains that ACCA wants you to know what is the business organization, who are the stakeholders, and the external environment of the business. External environment of business. So what is a business organization? If you can see that business organization is a social arrangement which pursues collective goals, controls its own performance, and has a boundary separating from its environment. So collective goals, if you see, so it means that everyone is thinking in the same direction. An organization has a direction and it lays its vision and mission statement to define the purpose. So we will study about this definition more ahead when we will be studying about the business organization. Then stakeholders. Stakeholder has a simple definition. Anyone who has interest in the business activities. So, for example, suppliers. So, suppliers will be concerned about their payments. Then, government. So, why would be a government interested in the business activities? For taxes. Then there are many other which we will study more ahead in a course. Then the external environment. So what factors affect the external environment of the business? The challenges. So there are different types of theories relating to this. Then part B of the syllabus, business organization structure, function, and governance. So ACCA wants you to know about the functions of the business organization, that when you enter the business organization, you should know how it functions and what type of governance is over there. Then part C, accounting and reporting systems and technology compliance control security. So the accounting and reporting system in the business, the technology it's using, then the compliance legal framework, controls, what type of controls are there, the security system. Then if you can see section D, leading and managing individuals team and personal effective communication. So I will explain you both of them simultaneously. So here ACCA wants you to know about communication skills. These are very important. If you would see that anyone who has good communication skills will always succeed in his career. You will see that he will outshine other students. If you will see anyone in class with communication skills, who has good capabilities to present himself in front of others, so he will succeed. So ACC wants you to know that why communication skills are necessary, and it will make you teach about those skills. So you should have them when you enter the business organization. Then this part, leading and managing individual teams. So to become a leader, how, which type, how many types of leadership skills are there, which type of leader you are, based upon your capabilities. So coming to the last point, ethics, part F. So ethics will tell you how you should behave as a professional accountant. It will tell you know what people expect from you, what the society expects from you, and what the organization you are working expects from you. So this was a short introduction of the course. And if you can see that here about the syllabus, that there is a detailed guide of what is included in the syllabus. So part of the syllabus, as we discussed, the business organization. So the purpose, stakeholders, political, legal factors, how, like when there is political uncertainty, so there it becomes difficult for a business to prosper and survive. Then the legal factors, what kind of barriers, legal barriers are there. Then the macroeconomic factors, microeconomic factors, social and demographic factors, technological factors, the use of technology. Then environmental factors, competitive factors. So there are different type of theories as well. Then part B, business org structure functions. So formal and informal business, business organized structure design, organization culture, committees in business, governance and social responsibility. Moving to part C, the reporting systems. So relationship between accounting and other business functions. Then finance functions, laws and regulations, so then purpose, internal finance, financial systems, internal controls, fraud and fraudulent behavior, money laundering. So we will study about them in detail. Then the impact of financial fintech on accounting system, like I said, use of technology. Then party leading and managing individuals, so we'll see leadership, management, supervision, how it's done. Then what types of leadership skills, then the recruitment and selection of employees, the process involved in them, then individual group behavior, why certain type of people, why certain people behave in certain ways, then team formation, development, management, then motivating individuals, how you can motivate them, like appraisals, promotions, then learning and training and work of the job training, on the job training. We will learn about them in detail. Then how review and appraisal of individual performance is done. Then part E, communication skills, as we discussed. So the techniques, and if you don't have those types of skills, so consequences of ineffectiveness at work. Then moving on to competence framework, sources of conflicts, why conflicts happen in the organization, steps to avoid conflicts, then communicating in business, then part F, ethics. So it's very simple and straightforward. As we discussed, that you should know how as an accountant you should behave. So we will learn about the fundamental principles, role of regular professional bodies in promoting ethical like there is an IESBA code of conduct, then corporate code of ethics, ethical conflicts and dilemmas. So the challenges you will face. So this course is about the business and technology, as we can see from the syllabus itself. Ethics will be involved in every paper of ACCA because ACCA encourages the ethics module in every of its paper. So this was a short and brief introduction about the foundation paper, business and technology. I hope that you have gotten an idea of what ACCA expects you to learn from this paper and how to go along. So in our next class, we will be starting our topic of business organization, where we will start learning about it. And then moving on, we will practice the questions relating to the topics, and we will get more idea of the paper itself. And one thing I forgot to tell you that it's a CBE examination, computer based examination. From now onwards, every paper of ACCA will be examined on computer CBE. So this paper is of MCQs plus MTQs, and MTQs have multiple MCQs. So you don't have to write anything, you just have to select the best option. I hope that you have got the idea, and thank you for attending the session.